This Welsh Fire team is stacked with big names this year, and they found themselves with an extra one for the bus ride. And there he is, our very own Kumar Sangakkara, hopped aboard to catch up with their coach, Mike Hussey.
Well, here I am in the best seat in the house, in the Welsh Fire men's team bus, alongside Mr. Cricket himself, the head coach, Mike Hussey. Thanks, mate, for doing this.
No worries, Singer. Always a pleasure to have you on our bus, so that you can come on anytime.
Thanks. Well, everyone looks ready. How's the prep been? Pretty good?
Yeah, well, it's a quick turnaround for us. We obviously played literally 2 days ago up in Leeds. Long drive back yesterday, and saddle straight back into it and get into it today. So really looking forward to it. Should be a good game in front of our home fans.
Yeah, so what does a typical team prep look like for you? Match day?
Well, it's sort of changed a little bit. I mean, we had a nice run into the first game where the boys had some good training sessions. We had a couple of good chats together as a team, but then this one here is a very tight turnaround. So there's not a lot. It's more about focusing on recovery, just getting refreshed mentally and physically again. And I mean, yeah, hopefully the roles don't change too much, and yeah, the boys can put in a good show today.
Are you a nervous coach? Were you nervous when you played? You get butterflies in your stomach still?
I was very nervous as a player, but I'm less nervous as a coach. I feel like there's not much you can do once the guys go out there. You can't control anything really, it's over to them. So I actually love that feeling of when the game starts, you can just hand it over to the players and it's up to them to perform on the day.
So pretty detached, hands off. Once the prep is done, let them go.
I try to, yeah. I mean, obviously you're competitive and you want to win, and you're hanging on a bit. But I think it's also important because you don't want to put any undue pressure on players by, you know, getting too emotional over there. We're just watching what's going on up here. I think we're watching. Oh, this is a test cricket.
Thank you. Someone's done that. Yeah, thank you for the setup.
Hang on.
Was that a dismissal? Michael Hussey bowling to be caught at short extra cover.
Just did you with a lack
I remember
of
this.
pace.
This is in Candy.
Yeah.
I remember that. Hit it straight.
You're on 40 odd as well, and your bat looked about this wide. I thought we're never getting him out. And look how disappointed you are there.
How did I do that?
Just did you with a lack of pace.
Absolutely. You coming on, I was absolutely nervous. Yeah, I still remember that.
48. You were going to be at 248 that day. We're just putting this on loop, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I just heard a few whispers. I thought something's going to happen. Wait, World Cup winner. You've got a family, four children. Coaching's a lot of work these days, right? You're in the IPL, coaching here. Was it something that you were always drawn to, always wanted to do?
I wasn't sure. When I finished playing cricket, my plan was to try a bit of everything and see what I was drawn to the most. So I just feel very lucky and grateful to still be involved in the game. I do really enjoy the coaching side of things. I mean, you get emotionally involved with the team. I love working one-on-one with the players. I mean, in the IPL, I'm just the batting coach, so I love, you know, working individually with the batsmen there. But then coming here, more being the head coach, I sort of more focused on the environment, how to create a really fun, exciting environment where the players can hopefully improve, but really get on well and enjoy this month. You know, it's a fantastic time of year in England, and yeah, I want the guys to have a good time and play some good cricket.
Yeah, so you've been in Chennai for quite a while, won quite a few championships, combined brilliantly with Phlegm and MS. What have you learned there in terms of managing like a motley crew like this that you've got here?
I've learned a lot of lessons from CSK, I must admit. You know, watching Dhoni very closely, the way he leads the team and the way he treats people has been amazing, and the way Phlegm creates the environment. You know, the themes that he brings in. He's a very intelligent coach as well, like shrewd tactically, and so I've been taking notes for a long time. You know, over many years, and yeah, and I guess you've got to be authentic to yourself as well. So I've taken little bits from the other coaches I've worked with and captains that I've seen, but then also want to put my own sort of philosophies in place here as well.
Yeah, so in terms of, you know, it's a very short period of time, the 100. So you think the environment is where you make the biggest impact and have that connect with the players?
Well, I think that's the biggest challenge in franchise cricket is we've brought players from all over the country, all over England, but all over the world into this environment for literally, 3 or 4 weeks of the tournament. And if you can somehow get those relationships a little bit deeper and get them, hopefully playing for something a little bit bigger than themselves, then I feel like that can be a competitive advantage, because it's not easy, you know, bringing new players in together, hopefully getting them going all in the same direction. So that's what I'm finding is the biggest challenge as a coach. So yeah, there's lots of little things going on sort of on the periphery of the game to try and just draw them together, and I like to call them collisions, more opportunities to collide with each other and just have conversations and interactions together.
So in terms of what you just said, and the 100 itself, you said lots of things happening on the fringe. Where do you think the 100 sits in terms of formats? Have you found it different, challenging to adjust from T20?
Not too much different, to be honest. I think it's a fantastic format. I really enjoy it. I think it's quick. There's some little intricacies, obviously bowling 10 balls from one end and then the other. You can, five ball sets is different as well. So, I mean, from a batting point of view, sometimes you sort of feel like you're lining a bowler up and then he's off, So there is little adjustments for the players to make. But I think it's a really exciting format. And what I really like about it is because there's only 8 teams, you're bringing the best local talent into like a very small pool, and then you're bringing in some excellent overseas players as well, so it makes it a high quality tournament.
Quite a lot of Aussies in here as well, following you around.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we're lucky to have a few available. I mean, the overseas talent, there's a lot of international cricket going on around the world at the moment, so we're lucky to have some high quality overseas players. The guys have loved having Steve Smith around already, and credit to him, he's really jumped into the environment, and it's been fun. I must admit, I really enjoyed watching Smithy and Johnny Bairstow go out to bat in the last match. Watching those two bat together, they've been combatants for so long on the field, but to see them go out and open the batting together for us was a real treat.
You talked about the culture. How do you want the Welsh Fire to be represented on the field and off the field in terms of fans, in terms of inspiring, in terms of being entertainers? How do you want them to play this 100?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, I want them to be themselves. We've got so many different personalities in the team, and I want them to bring out their authentic personality. But Matthew Maynard, who's a bit of a Welsh legend here, he told a great story the very first year I was here about the Welsh fans. He said they can be fickle. They can, one day they can love you and the next day they can be on your back. But if you play with heart, then they'll love you no matter what. So I think that really hit a spot with the boys, and so I really want them to go out there and play with heart. The results hopefully will take care of themselves, but if they just leave it all out there on the field, give their 100% best efforts, then no one can ever question that effort.
I think the Welsh call it hoil, spirit, fight, determination.
Callan, they play with heart. Yeah, play with heart. Yeah, so that's been a bit of a mantra for us.
All right, mate. Down to the real point of this interview.
Okay.
Give me a match prediction.
Oh, today?
Who's going to win?
Oh well, of course. We're going to put in a strong performance in front of our home fans. That's what I really want today, is to see the guys really come out and put in their best 100% effort today, and put in a strong performance in front of our home fans. And let's hope it's good enough. I mean, all the teams are really strong, and I'm pretty sure that London Spirit will have some of their key players coming back for today, with Overton and Jamie Smith and Ollie Pope. So they're going to be really strong. But I feel like I've got a lot of faith and belief in our squad as well. I think we've got some good weapons, and it's going to be a cracking game, and just hope we can just get over the line and be just in front at the end.
Right. Thanks, mate. Thanks very much.
No worries. No worries.
Brilliant. Good luck.
Thank you very much.